in sleep, rest in beat, going deep, prioritize sleep. Time-saving, comfort-gaining, feel-good, temper-controlling, eye mask, heat, blackout, making softness, creating ingestion, entrapment, pressure, apathy, raw material, rest time, managerial, matter sleep, giving you the rest you seek. Come again. Okay, enough of that. Today's ASMR video is sponsored by our friends at Manta Sleep, the sleep mask experts. Each of their masks are suited for different styles of falling asleep. So for me, mine is the blackout eye mask, which has the softest material, because then it feels like you're not even wearing a mask, which is very important to me as I'm a minimalist when it comes to sleeping. So I know if I wake up too early, either because of my sporadic body clock or my temperamental alarm, which I want to throw out the window, or when the sun is greeting me with those uncomfortable in-your-face sunrise rays, I just keep the Manta Sleep mask on, and it will remain nighttime until Fred decides it's time to get up. So head to their website, link in the description below, and you'll be able to see their amazing collection and all the different types of eye masks, each with different qualities, like temperature control mask to aroma mask, which will help calm your senses. I'm sure there's probably an eye mask in there perfectly suited for you and waiting for you to try them out and join you in bed at night. Manta Sleep cares about the quality of your sleep and wants to help you improve your sleep, so you can check out all of their amazing accessories and bundles by heading to mantasleep.com, link in the description below. And if you grace yourself with an eye mask, be sure to use the code FRED10. Thank you, Manta Sleep, for sponsoring tonight's ASMR video. We hope you enjoy. Hello there. Don't move a single bit. Yeah, just stay there, I've just got to capture that. Let me just capture that right there. Wow, that's great. Yeah, just keep perfectly still for me there. I'm just sketching you down here with my felt tip pens. Just capturing that perfect lighting which has just fallen upon you there. Just keep perfectly still. That's great. Yeah, perfect. Well done. That's amazing. Really good. And yeah, just keep looking where you are there. Don't move a single bit. Don't move a single bit for me. That's really good. That's really great. You're looking amazing. This light, as if it was almost made for you. The best thing about doing portraits is getting people like you who just lend themselves so perfectly to be put on paper, and using mediums like felt tip pens, where you could really capture the essence of you and what is presented before me. I try to get your spirit in there, that good nature, and yeah, that's it. That is so perfect. Well, I know it's just a little bit unorthodox, but hello there, and I hope that you're doing really great today. Now, I assume you here being with me right now means that you are actually, in fact, interested in a self-portrait today. No, I won't show you just yet what I've created here, because this, it could be a work in progress should you want it. Okay, and I could show you by the end what a magnificent picture this could turn out to be, what an amazing portrait it could be. I've got the essence, the very basic things there, which I think encapsulate you and brought your features very, very basically onto the canvas, and I think it's really similar. But of course, it is your choice. I mean, you might not have even wanted a portrait today, and maybe wanted something sketched or a different type of picture to discuss something. I'm so pleased to hear. Yeah, I'm so glad because that moment there, I think, looks good on you. So what I'm going to do then, you've come here before, haven't you? I remember, I never forget a face. We did a sketch of you, didn't we? And then we did a marker pen drawing of you. That's so great, and you look so amazing then, and you look even better now. Well, age has worked wonders on you. That's good. So you know the sort of process then. So I'm going to be looking at you in different angles. I've got a couple of lights with me here, which allow me just to see in different lighting situations and bring a little bit of shadow here and there on your face. And it's basically just examining a little bit as we go along, so I'm able to bring out all these different types of features and things which I see in front of me right now, and translate it onto paper here on our little canvas. And that's going to allow me just to see, bring out different colors, express, etc., etc. Okay, so if you see the light, don't worry about it. I'm not trying to make you feel uncomfortable or anything like that. It's just I'm examining and making sure I bring out the very best colors in you. Okay, so what I'm going to do then is continue with this portrait. So you're going to hear a lot of felt tip pen noises. I'm sure you're familiar with it. It's a little bit similar to sketching, but you know, felt tip pen has a bit of a smoother sound. So what I always ask my subjects to do is just to relax as much as possible. When you relax, then you enable yourself to really get immersed into what we're doing here at the moment, and that is, of course, me sketching your portrait with felt tip pens. Okay, so I have different texture pens, different sounds will be made with the pens, and all of which should be a relaxing experience for you. Okay, and then by the end of it, you will have an amazing portrait of you. And what we've got here so far, it's looking great. So why don't we just continue here? Okay, that's great. Well, I'm so happy to see that you've come back for another portrait. There's something unexplainable about getting a portrait done. The experience, a little bit like getting a photo shoot, is equally as relaxing and enjoyable. So what I'm going to do is, there appears to be some really nice shadows on you here, really nice shades that bring out your colour there. I'm using this to express that colour. We have a slightly different tone here, so we'll just change the colour and introduce a little bit of a different colour here. That's really good. That's the colour which is really bringing out your features there. So what I'm doing with this particular portrait is utilizing both your face, putting all of that on the canvas here, but also I'm going to be using your torso there, and your style of clothing is amazing. So I really want to translate that on page here and turn it into something quite special for something that even you'd want to frame and display. Some people wouldn't want to display pictures of themselves in a frame, but I try to strive to make sure that my portraits would be pleasing enough for you to actually want to see that picture of you and see how I would see you, and hopefully other people would as well. And that's what's beautiful with this process. It can really make you feel amazing. So just get you to look here a little bit for me, okay? If you wouldn't mind, just about here. That's really good. I'm just gonna pop this here, create a little bit of shadow there. That's good. Just about here. If you could keep looking for me there. That's really good. Yeah. No, that's perfect. That's perfect. Just keep looking there. That's really good. Just 1 second. Then I might have to do something similar on the other side as well. Just about there. You're doing really good. Really good there. Yeah. Thank you. That's perfect. So I'm going to express a little bit of colour here, and Prussian blue tends to bring out quite a nice bit of shade, but same thing. I'm just going to ask if you can just look at this a little bit. So the shadow I'm creating would be a little bit more just there, around there. Okay, so if you wouldn't mind just about here, if you could gaze your attention just about here, okay, this bit here, have a little look, and I can get some shadow on around there. That's great. That's perfect. You're doing really good. That's perfect. Just, if you wouldn't mind, just, that's it. Perfect. That's really good. You keep that there. So what I'm working at is just around your eyes there and bringing out that colour. You have very unique colour to your eyes there. Looks really good. Really good. I haven't seen eyes like that before. To me, what I'm trying to translate here is a look, wisdom, and that inner beauty which clearly is coming out here. Sort of following that. Down, just keep looking at the shadow there, at the light, and I'm looking at the shadow here. it's worked nicely there, so if you wouldn't mind, that's just stuck on the rubber there, if you wouldn't mind just, there we go, and I'll get a little bit of blue here, a bit of Prussian blue, and add in that really deep, vibrant blues which I'm seeing there, and it really is going to look so good on here. So in between the time we've seen each other, have you had any other experience of portraits or paintings or anything like that? Still had an interest in things like this? Really, it's been that long. Wow. But it's certainly been a little bit of time, hasn't it? Thank you for being so good, considering that it's been quite some time. You really do remember how to sit perfectly during this experience. It is an absolute pleasure. I forgot how good it was just to draw you. It really is so great. Right, so now I'm going to be working on both of your eyes there, so I hope you don't mind. Is this a little bit too bright for you, or is that okay? That's good, so I'm just going to keep that one there. That's going to focus on your right eye. If you don't mind, then I'm just going to bring this one down into focus a little bit. Okay, let's change the tone of that. That's going to focus on your left eye. Is that okay? That's not too bright there, is it? That's good. So just don't look at these. Just look straight ahead. And I'm going to come in just a little bit closer here, just to make sure I'm capturing that beauty which I'm seeing before me right now. If you could just gaze your attention just about here, that would be perfect. Just both eyes, just about there if you can. That's perfect. Really good. Well done. Really good. Hold that look there. It's really great. Just hold that for me if you can. Just notice little hints there, just hints of colour which I really want to capture. Yeah, that's great about it. Really good. Yeah, that's amazing. Just hold that gaze at me, just hold that. That's really good. That's so great. Thank you so much. You're making this an absolute dream to sketch you and draw you at the moment with these felt tip pens. It really is good fun. And this is exactly what I love when I'm able to sketch. Let me just turn those lights off so it's not in your eye anymore. So I'm just going to continue that colour there. So it's not that I'm going impressionistic, abstract or anything like that, but I've had contemporary colours in mind because I think a contemporary look will perfectly bring out all of the things which I'm seeing. So what I'm seeing right now is someone with confidence, someone with a loving heart, good nature, someone with a great sense of humour. All these amazing attributes I'm seeing before me, and that's me being a drawer, that I have to have a good judge of character of what I see before me, and certain lighting can help bring out these little subtleties which I see in you. So like a little bit there, and that can bring out just a really lovely nature that I see for you there. And also if I add a little bit of light there and then just switch the tone just a little bit, okay, and that I can see just a really given side of you. Yeah, and colours reflect these attributes of your personality, and that's what I'm bringing here to translate. Just going to bring a little bit of a tone in here. Perhaps you would like to just sort of subtly look right here for me. Can you do that for me? That's great. Or sort of in this direction about here. So I'm seeing something is developing here, and this colour is really complementing your look. So your clothes is the perfect choice. Someone who is wise and has a presence about them. I expect when you go out, people always looking with admiration with you. I thought so. So that's what I'm going to capture right now and bring out all of those amazing colours you see here. So it's sort of adding tones. This is one of the best things which I love so much, is being able to not only create a little bit of artwork, create a portrait which I hope that you're going to be immensely happy with, but also something which is very important is for you to just take that tiny bit of time for yourself. Just keep your gaze down here a little bit. It just sort of moves you ever so slightly. Yeah, that's good. So what I'm seeing is sort of down here. That looks and flows so perfectly, and exactly what I'm trying to capture here. So just sort of gaze your attention about here would be perfect for this bed. Yeah, thank you. And being able to sit there and for you to relax makes me relaxed, and that's what you want, because then I can just bring out the absolute best of what I see before me right now. So I really hope you enjoy this experience, and you can come back as many times as you want and get your portrait, relax, listen to the sounds, have a bit of time to delve into something, a little bit of fun. Right, so I'm going to add just a little bit of colour, a touch of colour here. I think moving that light there means I can probably pull in a little bit of highlights about there, yeah. So where I'm drawing for you, I'll show it on me. So from the top part of you, and I'm going to about here. Okay, so it's a little bit low, but I think what I'm creating here, it's sort of bust, torso, and face, and it lends itself to some really nice highlights in there as well. So I'm going to bring this down just a little bit. I'm going to shine this across there. I'm going to bring out a nicer tone there, a little bit warmer. That's going to go across to about there. I think that just the light touches you. It touches all of the bits around here, your shoulders down there, your torso around your head. It looks great. That's the highlight I'm looking for. Something which I see, something a little bit ethereal, shall we say. You certainly have a bit of a presence, a mystical presence about you, and I think these highlights really are capturing that on you. It really is looking great and coming together nicely. I think you're really going to like it, and the way I'll be showing you at the end of our creation and what we've done for you. And should you wish to keep it, then it's been an absolute pleasure to do it for you. And if you don't want to, then it goes into my collection and then goes up on display for everyone to enjoy. So I'm just gonna move this a little bit and check in that these highlights here sort of fall on. That's perfect. That's so good. See, you've done this before. You really are a natural at this, and that's gonna be, yeah, that's great. Don't move, don't move, don't move. That's really good. Yeah, don't move. That's perfect. That's so good. So if you could just hold that for me whilst I there's two tones that I want to bring out here. Just express that. That's following. That's following you around there. Yeah, just keep that for me. Just keep that there. That's really good. That's so good. We are nearly complete here. Yeah, you just keep that. That's perfect. Now, if you can just look at the tip of the pen there. Perfect. I'm going to move your gaze, just follow it to about there. That's it. That's so good. That's what I want. That's what I'm looking for. Okay, so if you can just look at the tip of the pen, I'm going to take your gaze, I'm going to take it over to here. That's great. That's where I want it. That's where I want it. Yeah, just is great. That's what we want. Just keep looking about there. Yeah, just about there for me. Okay. Right, just keep your gaze there. This, I think, is the very, very last touch which we're adding here, and this, I think, really is going to complete this felt tip pen portrait of you, which I really hope that you will like and enjoy. And remember this moment here, it's something quite special when I'm given the opportunity to draw someone as good looking and quite magnificently perfect for the canvas. You've just got a photogenic look about you, and I would say it's more of a felt tip pen-genic look, which I think has been perfectly portrayed here. And I'm so glad when you walked in and you just kept so still for me, because that lighting, I think, has just reflected across there. I really think that this might be a portrait that you might consider displaying. I mean, if I was you and I looked this amazing, then I would probably want to display that myself in my home. It looks so good. Okay, so I think it's just this there. That's the touch I'm looking for. That's the touch. Okay, I'm just gonna pull that down a little bit there. That's so good. That's it. That's great. You really can tell that you've done this before, even though you haven't done it for such a long time, that you're just the perfect person to draw. It really is a great pleasure to draw someone like you, and I hope that this experience gives you that opportunity for you just to completely zone out and chill out and just let me take care of putting you on paper here. I like all of my subjects to just feel completely at ease, because this can be a little bit of a daunting experience, having all of your features meticulously looked at and examined all the time, and get it up close and looking and telling you to look here and then telling you to look here. You know, it continues and making you do things, and just it can be a little bit daunting and try to keep the right face, but I think we've got the perfect look here. You've got the perfect expression. Hope you feel really good about this, and just a little bit, I'd like you just to, okay, just look at the tip of the pen, just follow it up, follow your gaze about here, okay, just about here. That's good. No, that's what I'm looking for there. So what this is going to need in a second is a little signature in there, but first just going to bring out a little bit more of that brown there, just the tiniest amount, just the tiniest amount. Don't want to not bring out all of the features in you, literally. All of you is the complete package. You should be very proud of yourself. You carry yourself with such ease and style. I expect you have a lot of confidence when you're out, but with humility as well. That's the most important thing. That is what I've conveyed here is that confidence, that inner confidence I see. May not feel it, but I see it. And conveying that onto the paper and giving you that that subtle hint of a confident person with that wise and wisdom presence that you completely give off to me anyway. And, well, maybe I'll say, do you see yourself as someone with those attributes? I really hope you do. I hope that you see that confidence, that inner confidence. I really do see it. I absolutely mean that. When you draw people, you tend to get a good judge of character. I think that's with you. I really do. And that's what we've done here. I think that is just waiting for just an artistic mark on there before I can show it to you. Okay, so this is the slight bit which makes me feel just a little bit nervous, though I think that you hopefully really like what we've created here. So the whole experience for you, I hope, was relaxing, enjoyable. Are you ready to see it? Great. This is what we've created today, and the presence you give off is someone with such ethereal wiseness, you know. It's like I could see you up somewhere on the high ground, and I don't know, just being someone who is very open and someone who's strong. That's what I see. So what I've done with your features here, I brought out your features in your face here. I've used these lighting techniques here, okay, to express the color, which we see, so a little bit of expression of color there. And then we brought down a little bit of shadow there on one side, which I saw there as well. So a little bit of shadow to match both sides there. I've used the felted pens in a way to create a sort of horizontal look going across. Okay, so that's really just to show it's like layered, and I've brought out layers of your personality and placed it onto this portrait. So hopefully you see a lot of things going on here. I certainly see a lot of high ground and someone who exchanges a lot of theirs and hellos. Make of that of what you will. Okay, so if you would like to keep this painting, then please, it's an absolute pleasure. I really hope you've enjoyed the experience. You've enjoyed being painted and, well, I say painted, felted, penned, and had time to sit there, relax, and let me just draw you. And it's as simple as that. So it's been an absolute pleasure. Can I give that to you? Please have a good long look and just enjoy it. If I was you, I would stick it up on a frame. It really is that good, and I would certainly want to hang that on my wall as well. Yeah, so just really compare. Look at your face, it just matches perfectly, and the clothes and the background we used for you just to highlight and bring more of you out. I think it looks really good. I really hope you enjoyed, and you enjoyed me felted penning, sketching, painting you. So it's so great to see you again. Take care of yourself.